I'm thankful for my in-laws being so understanding, or I would have been probably homeless living underneath a bridge somewhere and who knows where. The last 4 years, because of a health situation down in Illinois where we were previously living, I had suffered a heart attack. Lost my job just before that, working for a multi-million-dollar company. And just to kind of get our heart right, we came back here to Iowa, living with my in-laws for the last 4 years.
Before that, we lived in Illinois. We had a big, nice house.
My sister and I had the biggest bedroom, and we had the basement to ourselves.
And that was very disheartening, just kind of watching everything that you had build and that kind of stuff, and then have it just taken away.
It was hard because I lost all my friends that were there because of the blue house being so big, and then we moved into a little houses. It was different, and I felt crammed. And it was very crowded, very stressful, no time to myself, and I really need time to myself since I'm a teenager.
They have like a 3-bedroom home, and then we slept in the basement. The kids had their rooms. The girls shared one, and kind of had his own.
Living in a basement, it just kind of gets depressing. My wife and I did not have a bedroom door, and kind of hard to be having your privacy there when there's no door. Kids come down middle of the night, Dad, Mom, we need this, Dad, Mom, we need that, and there's no door to kind of stop them from coming down. And
I think we've always been close.
I think we've always been close just because of everything that's happened with my heart attack and just the amount of moves that we've made, and a lot of times some families will drift apart and they'll start blaming each other, but we've just always been a very close family. So, a friend of our family's is part of the board at Habitat for Humanity, and he says, Darren, I'm going to sponsor you, get you through. And I was like, well, what do I have to do?
We're all alike. We want the best for our families and the best environment and the best life that can be for all of our family members. Habitat for Humanity is a partnership with families and with communities to provide affordable housing. We have been building locally for 20 years and have completed 88 homes, and we'll be dedicating our 89th and 90th homes before the end of the month. So I get to meet the families, and I get to really see how their lives have improved, how their children are able to go to college. So I watch their children grow up in a healthy environment and really become all that they can be.
And there was an application process, and they had to check your references and credit check, and just like you're buying a home. You don't have to have perfect credit. I don't have perfect credit. I'm the first one to admit that, but you have to at least show the capability of being able to make the payments. And then once you get approved, then you've got to go through an interview process, and they come and see where your present places of living. And we're living at my in-laws with a family of 5 with a family of 2, and they saw that it's a very cramped space. We had basically 2 families living in a small home. It was a relief. It's just like finally we've got a way out. Living with Grandpa and Grandma, even though they're very generous having us there. It's just like the lights at the end of the tunnel there, and almost like to me it was like winning a small lottery.
Ding, 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 ding.
Got the idea where our home was going to be. They said, well, we want you to go to 1937 Clay Street and see what you think. And we went here, and we just went, oh my gosh. It was, the house was in disrepair. We were supposed to move in the end of September, actually the end of August, beginning part of September. And then June we had 21 days of rain. And so we sat here just watching our foundation just fill in like a pool. And I said, well, we got one of the biggest pools in town, just not a house to go on it. So we had to go through classes, and we had to have 300 sweat equity hours, which is basically our down payment on that. And the biggest strain it did is that we didn't have any family time, you know, the Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, we had a Sunday, but most of the time we were just exhausted. So, you know, where most families would take and go away for a weekend, this last year, we'd go and work at a Habitat home.
We waited for the last few hours to do this house. So we did painting, mostly painting. We put up siding. I refused to do shingles, but there was shingling that Darren did.
And I like being able to build my own house, knowing that I actually did some of it. I put siding on that side of the house, and then I painted this room, and I did stuff in the bathroom, built the deck, and some other random things.
I call myself a hobbit. I love the Lord of the Rings, and the hobbits live underground in their homes. So for the longest time, I was even on the Facebook page, I'm almost done being a hobbit. Or I'd call my brother and said, you know, I'm done being Bilbo. And he knew what I was saying. It felt liberating to literally be above ground, sleeping above ground, and it's a wonderful feeling having your own home.
We were very excited. When we got that key, like, let's move in right now.
To watch her actually come into the house, and she's got a real smile on her face instead of a fake one.
It made me really happy that we're finally able to move into our own house.
It was really neat. We had a family of ducks right down here, and we had 17 babies. And it was kind of neat. We were just watching, and there's ducks swimming in along the way. We still had, I think, 11 by the time they all took off and flew away.
So what's your favorite thing to do here at your new house that you couldn't do at your old house?
Basically play with my old toys that they were in storage, because I just had like a little L to play in.
And we're going to have Christmas here. The tree's going to be up in our home, and not going to be a very big Christmas because a lot of stuff we had to new furniture that took my savings and kind of shot it. And I told the kids, I said, even if we have one present underneath the tree, it's in our home.
Just to have a house again is just wonderful.
So are you excited for Christmas?
Yes.
Is there anything you're hoping for?
Toys. But where are we going to put the Christmas tree?
I don't know, we thought about putting it in your bedroom.
Because look at that.
Really?